You right? You left there. Speak. Did you hear me?
Speak.
Yeah, I can hear. Okay. That's fine. And you can just. 17 meeting. Okay. Hello, everyone. Live now. Brilliant. Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay.
That was amazing.
I'll wait for your next cue, shall I?
Indeed. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you. Welcome to Rebel Reel Cine Club at Home. We're in for a night of fun and film. I'm going to start a big thank you to Jimmy there for playing. Jimmy's in Clifton and Bristol. He's an artist composer. Excited to be with us tonight, Jimmy.
Yes, very.
So we have got for you tonight, we have got burger cooking, we have got beer tasting, we have got Dreams of the Vanishing West, we've got Jimmy playing again, we've got a quiz about denim in film, and then obviously we're watching the film as well. So let's start by getting a drink. So we've been working with 12-ounce bottle shot. This is our first beer that I'm tasting tonight. I hope you're all getting a drink. This is Heated Seats. It's a Belgian beer. It's a pale ale, and it's from the De Proef Brewery in Belgium. So I'm going to taste this. Don't worry, I'm not going to do this all night. And then, so if you've got your drinks, get them ready. And I've got the Smoke and Bones burgers here, so I'm going to be cooking. I hope you're going to be cooking as well. I hope you all received your badges. Jimmy, give us a thumbs up if you received your badge. I hope you got that in your tube. Brilliant. Nice one. Okay, so we've got people all over the country today. So we've got Ken and Angela in Headingley. We've got James and Katie in Aberford. Cheers, guys. Simon and Emma in Tadcaster. Laura, Candell in Sherborne. Christian in Newcastle. Christian runs Zero Bar, and he does amazing film nights that are kind of like uber secret cinema, just like off the scale. And he does like loads of DJ nights as well, tie-dye stuff as well. And we've got Johnny and Kate in Northumberland in Stocksfield. So the tasting notes on this, I don't think Iris has given me any tasting notes on this one. So let's get straight on with cooking our burgers. So if you've got your burgers, you will have received this, which tells you how to do it. I have already toasted my buns. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cooking the meat. Okay, so I'm hearing Hillary's got her wine. Tell us in the comments what you're drinking, what you're eating, where you are. I should have a list of everyone that's here. So we've got our Smoke and Bones aged burgers, which I'm going to stick on now. I'm not following the rules or the instructions, but if I was you, I would, because I'm not necessarily the best person to be doing this, as Felix did it last time. So I'm just going to do this as well. So basically, I thought, because lockdown has been so dreadful for all of us, and we have, can you turn it down? Because we have been so lacking in community and fun and everything, we thought we'd do this. Jimmy played with us at the, was it a Halloween party?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So basically, we asked Jimmy to play with us again tonight, which he very kindly said he would do. And, oh, sorry, I need to... So I'm hearing Rosie is drinking Pink Little Fizz, and Sat's got Prosecco. So anyway, as I was saying, I just thought it would be quite fun to cook some burgers really quickly and probably leave them a bit raw in the middle. And also just to watch Badlands. So I've got the brisket, I've got my bacon, I haven't got the brisket in yet. Okay. Right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to just basically, what am I doing now? I'm being told that I'm not quite sure what I'm doing at the moment. So you should have your burgers. If you've got burgers, you should have them on. I know quite a lot of people ordered burgers actually, so I'm hoping you're all doing this at the same time as I'm doing it. Do let me know. If you're cooking something else, let me know as well. So it's got smoke. So I'm hearing that people have got the cowboy hats on. I hear Jane's got her cowboy hat on. I know that Judy's got her cowboy boots on. Part of the reason that we did this film today, or well, actually it was happy, it was kind of a coincidence, is because it's actually 63 years since the real criminals that the film's based on, Carrie Ann Fugate and Charles Starkweather, were arrested after their 11-day killing spree. I've got some kind of amazing pictures to show you later of them. It's kind of quite a sort of sobering story about the two of them, because they basically, she was 14 and he was 19. I know in the film that basically, as you'll see, Martin Sheen plays him as 25 and she's 15. It's kind of sort of heartbreaking, the story, but and it did influence lots and lots of other films, Natural Born Killers, for instance. Natural Born Killers, for instance, and well, weirdly, I read today that it actually influenced Billy Joel's song "We Didn't Start the Fire." So it's a bit weird. I hope you can hear me over the sizzling of all of this. I think, God, I'm meant to be on my schedule. I've got a schedule here. I'm meant to be on my second beer. Shall I go to my second beer? Yeah. I'm actually behind on beers now. So, right, what am I doing here? Right, guys, I hope. Oh my God, I always forget to season the meat. Unbelievable. I'm just going to do that. I'm sure that's going to sort of seasoning. Right, okay. So, do let me know where else you are in the country and what you're eating. So, Iris, should we see who else is here? So, I think also, Iris, right, so, I'm now going to taste I Love Supreme. This is from the Goodness Brewing Company in Wood Green. It says, it's a love letter to the juicy, hoppy goodness, bringing the heady aroma of pineapple and guava, delivered in a straw-coloured hazy IPA with low bitterness and a pillowy head. And who doesn't not like a pillowy head? So it's I know we've got quite a few people actually from Crouch End in the Wood Brewing area. We've got Marie and Anthony, we've got Caroline and Ian, we've got Yen and Kathleen, all in Crouch End. You know, that is really hazy. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you're all enjoying a drink. Right, I'm going to focus on this. So I think I'll give Jimmy a ring now. I'm going to give Jimmy a ring to get him playing again. And while he's playing, I'll show some images of Dreams of Vanishing West, which is an Instagram account that I found of a couple of photographers who go into buildings, derelict buildings in the Midwest, in kind of countryside that looks very much like the countryside that's in Badlands. Brian and Melody, they're called. I found them about 5 years ago on Instagram, and they actually turned this into a business more because they actually found kind of denim, so jackets, kind of chambray shirts, jeans and things. And they actually sell them to places like Levi's and Lee, and they sell them for kind of like $20,000 and things like that. But I'll give Jimmy a ring now and get him to play some more of his fabulous music. If you've seen Badlands before, you'll know that Carl Orff did an amazing. They used to call Carl Orff, Gassenhauer, amazing song, and the soundtrack's incredible. Actually, it's got Nat King Cole and people, and so I'm just going to give Jimmy a ring now. Jimmy, yes, I was just wondering if you could play for us, please. I've muted him. Jimmy, I've muted you. Oh, there you go. Yes.
Chris, I don't know if you can hear me, but you've muted me.
Oh my God.
I can hear you.
Sorry, Jimmy, I think I was muted for that whole period of time.
Don't worry, I'm sure it was interesting.
I'm not sure it was that interesting, Jimmy, actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through. Jimmy, so you didn't hear any of the comments that we'd had from people?
No.
So basically, we had Saskia, who's in Lewisham, saying, "Go, Jimmy, go." We had Pat, who was loving the images and loving the music as well. Anthony, who was loving the images of West London, he thought they looked like. Oh, Jimmy, you won't have seen these images, I don't think. There's basically lots of derelict buildings in the Midwest of America.
Wow. No,
and then, so basically what I'm going to do now, Jimmy, did you see the email? I think it probably would have come just before we'd started, which had the quiz on it. So basically, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go through these. These are all denim-clad films because the Badlands has got possibly some of the greatest double denim in cinema history, I believe. So what we're wanting to know here is what the film is, and if you can name any actors, there's bonus points for those. So that's number one.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment, and then in the comments, this is number two. Quite a famous film. I love this film. It basically looks like a kind of photography magazine shoot all the way through it. This film was a film that I thought about showing tonight, but actually I kind of felt that Badlands is a more interesting film. I mean, it's a lot older, a lot younger, but there's something about Badlands that I think is quite kind of otherworldly, and it kind of did inspire lots of other films. And this film actually inspired Badlands, or it certainly inspired one of the characters. Wow. This I also thought about, but it's over 3 hours long, but it is amazing. But it's interesting that Martin Sheen, or Ramon Estevez, as we now know he's called. So Jimmy, I don't know whether you knew this, but Martin Sheen's real name is Ramon Estevez. And Emilio Estevez obviously kept the name Estevez. Martin Sheen changed his name to Martin Sheen from Ramon Estevez, and Charlie Sheen is actually Carlos Estevez. Wow. And he always regretted changing his name, apparently.
Wow.
So this is number 5, a film that I'm not going to allow you to have this point, but Emilio Estevez is in this film. It's kind of an amazing film. If you came to the hangout that I did with Andrew at Bolt, you'll know that this is the sister kind of film to another film that we showed online. This film, which is coming up to a big anniversary this year. So what I want from that, because it's pretty obvious, is if you can name any of the other actors, that'd be amazing. So number 7, quite a sort of saccharine film, but still pretty good, still pretty amazing. Soundtrack's pretty good as well, on the first 2 at least. And then our last film, sort of not a family favorite at all, but a legend of cinema. So I'm going to go through each film with some answers now. So I hope everyone's enjoying the burgers. I'm hearing that basically people are eating their burgers and eating their food generally. Yes. So if you want to send your comments and your answers to these, I'm going to start going through them quite slowly. Sorry, Jimmy, this is a bit boring for you. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and tell you the answers to these. So I'm hearing that Howard Monk is leading the way with answers on this. You should meet Jimmy Howard. You should meet each other. Howard's a music promoter that I know of old. He's a good lad, actually. And he likes to think he knows a lot about film. He's answered Grease. Oh, dear. He's got the second one wrong, though, Howard. That's disappointing, isn't it? It's not all the pretty horses. I think it's They Shoot Horses. Jennifer Hawley and Miss Kershaw think that number 5 is The Outsiders. If I could find number 5, I could tell them that they're absolutely right. So The Outsiders is Francis Ford Coppola, which he made when he made Rumblefish. Rumblefish is the only Francis Ford Coppola film, until a certain time, that Emilio Estevez didn't appear in. But this, the acts in this are kind of incredible, actually. So I asked an assistant of mine who is 10 to list the actors, and she is listed in number 5. I'm not doing it. I've gone freestyle. Jennifer Hawley's listed them in the chat. So if you're on the chat, if you can basically see who it is, because at the moment I've only got Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon, Rach Macchio, but I know that Emilio Estevez is in it. Tom Cruise is in it. Patrick Swayze, Lord Patrick of Swayze, is in it. Rob Lowe, and the Karate Kid was Ralph Macchio. But they all went to school together. So I'm going to go back to number 1. Number 1 is Grease. Stuart Howard is saying, Grease, you're right, Stuart Howard. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, Stockard Channing. After that, it gets a bit, not exactly top of the billboard. Now, this is absolutely one of the most beautiful films ever, The Misfits. It's Clark Gable, Marilyn Monroe, Montgomery Clift. Did anyone get that in the comments? I'm hearing somebody got it, but they can't find it. My team, my backstage crew. Miss Kershaw got it. It sounds like Miss Kershaw is vying to win this one. So this, number 3, is Rebel Without a Cause, of course. Howard Monk did get that. James Dean, Natalie Wood, Salminio, absolutely amazing film. There's a brilliant scene with a clapping monkey toy. If you haven't seen that, watch it. I don't think, for me, I wanted to do Badlands over that. It's still an amazing, amazing film. So, number 4, this is Giant, which is absolutely one of the most beautiful films ever. It also actually reminds me quite a lot of There Will Be Blood. Johnny McGill got this, apparently, which is a turn up to the books. But you'll see in this that Martin Sheen actually replicates this, and I'm not going to give anything else away about this pose, but I'm not going to give anything else away about it. But there's some brilliant moments in Badlands that kind of Martin Sheen's kind of channeling James Dean there with Elizabeth Taylor, of course. Satish Taylor managed to recognise Marilyn Monroe on Giant. So here we go. So we've got, I think it's the 30-year anniversary of this coming up. It's Thelma and Louise. So it's Susan Sarandon, Gina Davis, Harvey Keitel. I'd be quite interested to know if anyone got Harvey Keitel, actually. And of course, Brad Pitt in his first role. Julie Bluston apparently is hoping for a Rebel Reels showing of Thelma and Louise with headscarves and sunglasses. It's not a million miles away from happening, that, Julie, actually, because we're talking to the producers of Thelma and Louise. Don't tell anyone that I told you that. The Outsiders we've done, and now we're on to number 7, which is, of course, Back to the Future. Did anyone get this? No one got this. Howard Monk said Shrek. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking about there. And of course, perhaps the greatest film actor ever to live, of course I'm being deeply ironic, but I mean he's quite good actually, is Jean-Claude Van Damme. And that's Hard Target, the 1993 classic. So, okay, so I can't believe that Johnny McGill didn't get that. Right, so what we're on to now, oh my God, we're on to another beer now. Bloody hell, I'm going to be legless at the end of this. Right, so this is a Two Tribes power plant. It's a natural lager from King's Cross. So, I'm going to give a shout out to the Hornsey Massive. That's Hilary and Sal and Rosie, and Jane and Muswell Hill, who I know will be enjoying a delicious fish finger supper. She's having a Coca-Cola, apparently. She's going mad. Coca-Cola and a hot dog. Keeping it real in a sort of American style. Right, so, okay, guys, if you haven't downloaded the film yet, download it. It's available on YouTube, on Google Play, and also on Amazon Prime. I think it's $3.49. is the link is on the email that you got earlier today. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just hearing that Maud's upset that I didn't do a bonus points. I can't remember what the bonus points were, unfortunately. It's 2 actors. Anyway, so guys, get comfy. I'm going to give Jimmy another ring to get him to play a bit more. So enjoy the rest of your food, tidy it up, get some more drinks, get ready, because then we're going to do the countdown. I'm going to intro the film in a bit, and then we'll do the countdown so we can all start watching together, so we'll finish at the same time. Oh, hi, Jimmy. Would it be okay to play again? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I've muted it. Sorry, Jimmy. Ring him again, ring him again.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That was amazing, thank you. Okay, guys. So thank you. A lot of chat apparently on YouTube about people getting legless, etc. It's about the art, this people, that film, and what have you. So, but that said, I've got to fit 2 more beers in before we do the countdown at 8 to start watching the film. Although I suppose I could have a beer at the end. Anyway. So the next one I'm doing is a nitro cold-blooded, sorry. It's a cold steeped porter. These craft beers are really delicious. It's from Finchhamstead, Berkshire, Simon Craft Brew, and it's what is it? It's a pour hard, pour fast. So like this, I suppose. There you go. So in Berkshire, we have got Rob and Julie in Charville. We've got Andy and Heidi in Godalming. We've got Tori in Godalming as well, who does my accounts, and Fiona in Bristol. And we've got Paul over in Kensington. And I think we've got other people in West London. I think we've got quite a lot of people actually in South London. So we've got the Ayres, Charlotte and Paul, Saskia and Malachy in Lewisham. We've got Lisa in Southwark. We've got Howard and Soraya in Rains Park, Dominic and Kate in Strawberry Hill, and also, of course, Pratish in Greenwich, who I think has been to every single Rebel Reel. So thank you. Basically, thank you all for coming. It's just always amazing. And it's just really good to do something that's a bit fun, to enjoy a drink and also to enjoy Jimmy's amazing music. Jimmy and I will be doing a full-on concert in London when we're all back to normal. Thank you, Jimmy. I just want to say thank you to all of you for coming as well. I'm basically going to do a little introduction to the film now, and then I want you to all be ready to start the film. If we start the film sort of similar time, then you can come back at the end of it, and we can have a chat about it on the Zoom. And I think I've sort of covered everything, but mainly thank you for coming, and I hope you've had a good time and everything. Thank you to Jimmy, of course, for being just as amazing as ever. Thank you to Iris, who has been amazing at organising so much of this in the last couple of days, and to Emma, Felix and Maud, who've all put absolutely tons in. But basically, thank you. So Badlands, as I said earlier, it's a film that I've chosen because it's just a brilliant film. Terrence Malick is sort of known for his kind of really kind of haunting, visually stunning films. The music in it, I would say, is not. It's not a kind of one of those soundtracks that you kind of, it's a dance along or whatever. But it has some of the most amazing atmospheric songs in it and tunes. I think the story itself is kind of incredible, as it was influenced by those 2 kind of young killers who kind of didn't fit the mold of kind of what you think a killer is. They're kind of like, you know, dressed in denim. If you kind of, I'll show you images later of them. Martin Sheen is amazing in it. Sissy Spacek, it was her first ever role. She met her husband on it, who was a production designer on it. She's quite an interesting character anyway. But basically, I think, I don't know what time are we on now? So we've basically got 2 minutes. And I think if you want to tee up how you're going to watch the film, do that. I've got one more beer to do. Bloody hell, I've not got a good... Right, Iris is telling me that I've got to do this beer. It's a dog-eared vows from Hackney Wick. So I think we've got quite a few people from Hackney Wick as well. It's a pale ale. Sorry, it's terrible. Have we got any more shout-outs to do, Iris? No, I think if we've missed you, I'm really sorry, but come to the Zoom afterwards and I'll apologise. So if you want to set your films up, I think 2 minutes. Jimmy, have you got anything you want to say?
Not really, no, just thanks for listening.
Yeah. Jimmy. Oh, lots of people, Jimmy, saying thank you. Wonderful to hear.
Thank you.
Brilliant. So it's all really good, Jimmy. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for asking.
Great to see you as ever. So, guys, look, I think let's start our films, and then we'll be back on Zoom afterwards to have a quick chat, as long as you like, really. But yeah, do email or comment or whatever. What you're telling me to do. And Jimmy, Jimmy, I hope you're going to come as well. Sorry, Iris is telling me something. I'm kind of missing what the point is. Email me, and let me know what you thought. But I'll see you all later anyway. The link to come back later is on your email, I'm being told. Jimmy, thank you again. Thank you, everyone. You can start your films now, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers, guys.